Americans deliver a stinging rebuke to President Trump, handing the House of Representatives to Democrats, even as they strengthen Republicans' grip on the Senate. A divided Congress for a divided nation. I'm Andy Sullivan in Washington, which is about to become a much less friendly place for Donald Trump. Starting in January, Democrats will be in control of half of Capitol Hill. Expect them to launch a wave of investigations and generally make life miserable for his administration. But meanwhile, over in the Senate, Republicans will still be confirming his conservative judges. It's a polarized outcome that reflects the polarizing nature of this president. He's toxic in half the country, more popular than ever in the other half. Democratic House Leader Nancy Pelosi delivering a warning to the president.
Today is more than about Democrats and Republicans. It's about restoring the Constitution's checks and balances to the Trump administration.
Pelosi's Democrats campaigned on bread and butter issues like health care, but they harnessed a wave of anti-Trump activism that turned the nation's streets pink the day after he took office. A record number of women likely headed to Capitol Hill, including the first Somali-American lawmaker, Ilhan Omar, and the first Palestinian-American, Rashida Tlaib. Democrats coming up big in the suburbs, from Florida to Kansas, winning on issues that were seen as surefire losers in years past, like gun control. Gun-friendly Republican Mike Kaufman unseated by Democrat Jason Crow in a suburban Denver district that was home to the Aurora movie theater massacre of 2012. Trump largely steering clear of these areas as he barnstormed across the country, stirring up fears of immigration among working-class white voters.
She would rather protect criminal aliens than American citizens.
Drawing accusations of racism, but helping his Republicans win Senate seats in Florida, North Dakota, Indiana, Tennessee, and Missouri.
Texas came together behind a common sense agenda.
Republican Senator Ted Cruz holding off a spirited challenge from Democrat Beto O'Rourke in Texas.
I'm as inspired, I'm as hopeful as I have ever been in my life. And tonight's loss does nothing to diminish the way that I feel about Texas or this country.
Politicians often talk about working across the aisle for the good of the country once elections are over. Don't expect much of that this time around. Democrats who won the House know that voters are sending them to Washington to stand up to Trump. Republicans who won the Senate know that voters are sending them to Washington to protect him. Those tensions are sure to come to a head in the coming year.